Alright, shalom, 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 class.
Shalom.
All praise to the Most High God for another Sabbath, right? Lord willing, I've been waxing mighty in the spirit, right? I've been doing all things to make y'all call in election sure, praying, fasting, studying, exhorting one another, right? Having love towards one another, right? As a topic going, hey, loving your children, teaching your children, right? Loving your wives, as Christ loved the church, right? Women obeying and submissive to their husbands, reverencing their husbands, right? Hey, holding it down in the household, right? Children being obedient, honoring their parents, right? And doing all things to please the eyes of the Most High that created us, right? Hey, we got another Sabbath service lesson, right? Continuing to go into what we was been going through the last couple Sabbath services is back to the basics, man. Right? So on this lesson, we're gonna go into how to train up a child. Right? It's very important that we know how to train up a child. Right? We went into how the man supposed to love their wives. Went into the women how they gotta love their husbands. But we can't forget about the children, man. Right? You can't neglect the child, right, and forget about the children. And you not teach them, and they don't know what the hell is going on, right? You gotta train up a child in the way that he should go, right? And what other ways should we train him up than the words of the Lord, man? Right? Give me the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 4.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 4. One that ruleth well his own house.
He said what?
One that ruleth well his own
A
house.
man gotta know how to rule well his own house, right? He got things in order, right? He teach the children, right? The laws of the Most High, if they're able to retain it. Read on.
Having his children in subjection with.
He said what?
Having his children in subjection with all
You
gravity.
gotta have your children in subjection, man. Did your children listen to your word, or they just do their own thing? Right? It's a Sabbath day, and here they are on the damn PS5, right? I'm on GTA today, right? I'm on what's these other Black Ops 6, right? You playing the beta.
And Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite, man, right? And here you are telling them, hey, we finna go over these scriptures. We finna go into, you know what I'm saying, how to be a obedient child, right? How to please the Lord. And he wanna do his own thing. What the Lord say?
For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of your house?
Right, if you can't rule over your own house, how you gonna take care of the church? You're here trying to teach people, right? Trying to order the people to come back to the Most High, right? Maybe a man that's over a congregation. If you don't know how to rule over your own house, your children all out of order, right? Hey, your woman all out of order, right? How you gonna rule the church, man?
Right.
Right? The church gotta be in order, man. Gotta be certain things set up, right, within your household, right, so it can be ran like a well-oiled machine, right? Give me the book, give me the classic, Proverbs 22 and 6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse number 6.
Right, so we're gonna go into how a man or woman, right, is supposed to train up the child, right? How are you supposed to go about it, right? Because you got some people, they, you know, saying they do their own thing, right? They going above and beyond, right? It's an account. I'm gonna probably pull it up. A woman, hey, she pulled the scriptures and they killed the child, man, right? Trying to use the scriptures to justify it, right? That's madness. All right, bring it up.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Right, so you gotta train up a child in the way that he should go, right? And when you train, and let's say if you had a job, you know, so you gotta take your time, right? You gotta have that patience, because they might not get it. So they might just buck up sometimes, or they, you know what I'm saying, hey, you at the damn job, you trying to teach the person how to damn stack the boxes, right? And they might, hey, the boxes might fall. But you gotta train them up. Well, let me show you how to do it this way. You gotta hey, take that time and have that patience to train your child up, man. Right? And it's gonna take some years. But what?
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Right? Because you trained him up. So when he's old, he's not gonna depart from it. Right? This is how he was raised. Right? This is what he knows. Right? This is how he's gonna move. Right? When he gets older. Right? So it's important that you train up the child in the way that he should go. Right? So that's what we're going to go into on this lesson. How about you, Daddy?
If you can give me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. Right? Because children, they see and perceive these things as kids, how the household is ran. Right? How you're governing things and how they should run up. Right? How they should go up. So if you training a kid, right, your household is out of order, your wife's not listening to you, you don't got structure in the household, your kids is going to grow up without structure, man. Right? And they're going to do all manners of wickedness. Read.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
Uh-huh.
and the head of the woman is the man,
Uh-huh.
and the head of Christ is God.
Right, so that's the order in the household. And we know that the kids is underneath all of that, man.
Right.
Right? So you gotta have this in order for your kids to be in order. That's why men, they kind of jump into this thing and have kids and the whole house ain't in order. You wonder why your kids bucking up. Your kids, they baby kids, man. Right? They out here terrorizing everybody else, man. Right? Can you give me the book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse number 9? Right?
Book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse number 9. The father waketh for the daughter,
Uh-huh.
when no man know it.
Hey, and fathers, hey, you gotta be circumspect. More so of your daughters than your sons, man. Right? Hey, because the world that we living in out here, hey, is wicked for the daughters right now. Right? They all want to go off and go a whoring, man. Right? In this world, I just seen a video with Sexy Red, man, in the damn White House. Right? Acting like she was, I don't even want to repeat the act, but, it's complete whoredom. Right? So the fathers, right, how you supposed to train the young women? Are you supposed to watch over them in their sleep? Right? Hey, take diligent care of your daughters, man. Right? Because one little slip up, they're going to go off. Right, Reed?
It says, and the care for her taketh away sleep.
Uh-huh.
When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age.
When she is what?
When she is young.
Hey, don't try to correct her when it's too late. When she's a teenager and she's sneaking out the house, it's too late then, man. Right? And you wonder why it's so hard to give her that correction. Because you waited too long. Right? The correction that you should have gave her as a child, the way you should have showed her, the way you should have lost sleep when she was a child, watching over her, taking care of her, letting her know how beautiful she is so another man don't got to come and tell her.
Yep.
And she's getting that validation from another man. Right, Reed?
Says, lest she pass away the flower of her age,
Uh-huh.
and being married, lest she should be hated.
And we see that today, right? They get married, right? Now they hate it. So these are all actions that build up, and in the end, you see what happens, man. Right now, she's ended up being hated, and you didn't do your job as a father. Fathers in the ancient world, if you weren't married or you were hated by your husband, he put you away. Hey, fathers was spitting their daughter's face,
Yeah.
right? Because it was a disgrace on the father's name. We have to start moving in such. And when your daughter disgraces you, or is a disgrace out here, it's a shame and a blot on your name, man.
Right.
Because she's a representation of you.
Right.
You raised her up. Read.
In her virginity,
Uh-huh.
lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house,
Mhm.
and having a husband, lest she should misbehave herself.
That she should what?
Misbehave herself.
And again, that come back on you, right? Hey, these are learned behaviors that children have, man. These are things that they've grown accustomed to over time. Right, go ahead.
And when she is married, lest she should be barren.
Right. But I yield on that.
Nah, I want to keep going on
Yeah.
that real quick. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
Do what?
Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter,
Uh-huh.
lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude, man.
Hey, you don't want to be a laughing stock amongst the people, man, because you didn't take the preventative measures to make sure that your daughter didn't grow up in such a way, right? You didn't take diligent heed to raise her up how she should go through the precepts, man.
Right.
Not according to your own vain opinion how you feel like a daughter should be. We seeing daughters out here now, man, and they 5 years old. I just seen one. It looked like she was a prostitute. The way the mother dressed her.
Yeah, I seen one. The mother was showing her how to twerk. Madness, man. Madness. Yeah, so.
Yeah, like to go back over that, like they say, be a laughing stock to our enemies, and like we wonder why they don't even take us serious.
Yeah.
You know, granted it's already on their spirit to not take us serious, but be a laughing stock.
And then you got all these social medias and stuff, and your daughter damn twerking on the damn headlights on these. You know, even now we see it all downtown.
Wow.
Y'all on top of the damn cars, hanging out the cars, right? And the enemy just laughing at you, man, right? I know her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, she worked. Yeah, that's madness.
Oh,
Because your children is a reflection of you, right? If they doing X, Y, and Z, well, you got the finger. Hey, you got to point at the parents, man, right? Because you the one that's supposed to been training them up, right? Showing them what they're supposed to be doing according to the Most High God, right? Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse number 6. Like the brother was saying, hey, you're supposed to be teaching them the laws of the Most High. This is our wisdom, right? In the sight of the nations, man. That is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and 5 on down, man. When they see us, they're going to say, hey, this is a wise and understanding people. Why? Because we keep the commandments of the Most High, right? But now they look at us, like the brother was saying, as a laughing stock, because we're damn foolish, man. We're doing wickedness, folly, vanity, because we don't follow the ways of the Most High.
Right.
So they saying, surely this is an ignorant and damn dumb people, right? Foolish people, right? Bring it out.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse 6. That the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born.
So even the children which shall be born, man, shall know the laws of the Most High, you know?
Who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in Yahweh, and not forget the works of Yahweh, but keep his commandments.
But what?
But keep his commandments.
Right, so you have to teach these things to your children, man.
Right.
That they may know of the Most High. If you don't teach them how to... That's why I said in the book of Exodus, right, when you're going into the Passover, you got to tell them, like, when they ask you, what is this service about? What is this going into? Why are we doing this? Why are we just eating the lamb and the bitter? You have to teach them, right? Here they are at the damn, at the Passover, and they see the lamb, and they say, ew. Ew. It's madness, man.
The herb's hot.
Yeah. They spitting out the bitter herb. Right? It's madness, man. They don't know what's going on. Daddy, why are we here? I want to go. It's 3 in the morning. You know, hey, Passover be long, man.
Yeah.
Daddy, why are we here? I want to go home. Right? You over there, this is home. Right? You trying to teach him right there. No, it's too late, brother.
Right.
Now you like, now everybody, brothers looking like, damn, it's madness. Brother ain't teaching them.
No.
Damn, I don't know what's going on. And they 11.
Yeah.
They able to retain the knowledge, right? And they make you look bad, man. You put your head down at the table like, damn. Right? Because you're not teaching them. Give me the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 6.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse...
Spit the lamb out.
Mad.
Man. It's madness.
This is Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 6. And these words, which I command thee this day, shall be in thine heart. And thou shalt teach them.
You shall what?
And thou shalt teach
it
them.
Should be, and that's the first, it should be in your heart.
Right.
Parents, you should have these words laid up in your mind. Right? You should be meditating on these words. Right? You should be reading and say, yeah, I want to teach this. I'm going to bring this out to my children. Right? Show them this. Right? Read on.
Diligently unto thy children, and thou shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
Right? You should talk about it when you're sitting down with them. Right? Take that damn tablet out their hand, right, and teach them the words of the Most High. You know?
And when thou walkest by the way, and
you walking by the way, right? How do you show the Most High God you love him? Right? This is why you walking past, hey, just to see, hey, keep them on their toes, man. You know?
And when thou liest down.
See that? And when you lies down. To hell with the creepy, nasty white man bedtime stories,
right,
man. We're going to open up the scriptures. We're going to go into some accounts, man. Well, let's see what happened to those damn children that trying to curse Elijah, man.
Right.
Hey, get the fear of the Lord in them, man.
Right.
Teaching the accounts and the ways of our forefathers, right? Teaching the laws of the Most High, right? It's more on that.
God. And when thou risest up.
And when you rise it up, right? They brushing their teeth, you going over the scriptures, man, right? Might put a scripture in their backpack before school, right? Or their lunchbox, right? They read the precept. See, you got to kind of get in this thing. Let me get one more. Give me the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 13. Right? So you're commanded as a parent to teach your children the laws of the Most High. Right? It's in the law.
Come. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, and verse 13. And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord.
He said what?
And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord.
All your children shall be taught of the Lord, man. Right? I think it's in the book of Joshua. Or you at the northern kingdom, they set up this altar, not to sacrifice to it, but they set it up for their children to remember the Most High, right? Because you had the southern kingdom on the other side of the other side of Jordan, man. They're like, we're gonna set this up for our children to remember the Lord, because they want them to know about the Most High, lest they forget. right? So you have to train up the child in the way that they should go and teach them about the Lord. Is it more on that?
And great shall be the peace of thy
And
children.
it said, great gonna be the peace of your children, man.
Right.
Because they trust in the Most High. They believe in the Most High. They got faith in the Most High. By Hashem Yahushua, man. Right? So you commanded to teach your children, right? Lest you be a laughing stock and the shame in Israel, man.
Right.
Your daughter's a damn whore, right? Your son don't know what the hell's going on, right? He's a borderline homosexual, right? Because he's effeminate, right? He's not a man, right? You didn't give him no charges, right? No command. It's just madness, man. Right? But you got it, man.
That's utter madness, man. Right? Because again, you give me the book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4 real quick. These brothers always harp on this thing, man. All these things were written aforetime,
Right.
was written for our learning. And if you're not using these things for your learning, you're a fool, man. Right? You to be counted as Job's wife. You speak and move as one of the foolish women move.
Right.
Right? That's for you sisters and you brothers out there, man. Right? Read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Hey, our forefathers already been through this. Forefathers have already had harlots as daughters, right? And we've had righteous women.
Right.
And we see the difference between it, how was one brought up and how was the other brought up.
Right.
Right? The scriptures tell you these things. Is there more on that?
Said, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Right.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
And we're going to have hope through these scriptures. You're going to have hope that your daughter's not going to get consumed by this world out here, man.
Yeah.
Get consumed by all the wicked, lascivious lust out here. And your son as well, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't be a whoremonger, right? And he doesn't have 20 kids by 20 different women, man. Right? And that's a shame, man. Right? You don't take care of none of them. You're still living in the basement of your parents' house. That's not the way to train them up, right? But they do these things today. Why? Because the parents let them. Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12, right? These parents let the kids rule over them, right? It's the other way around now. You're not teaching the kids teaching you.
Right.
He go to the store. I know back in the day when we went to the store, you couldn't touch nothing. Now the kids say, no, I'm putting this in the cart.
You get a talk before you get in the store.
Hey, when we go in there, don't look. You can't even look at nothing.
Yeah.
Mama, hey, don't you look
Don't
at
you
nothing.
even think? Don't think about that.
Don't think about it.
Damn.
Come on now. And kids these days are snatching stuff off the shelf, throwing tantrum. Hey, my dad would have took us in that bath. They act up real. You might not go to the bathroom. You just hit you in your mouth real quick. Pop. And these kids is out of control, right? But because of this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
What the Lord say?
Children are their oppressors.
The children oppress us, man. Right? Go ahead.
And women rule over them.
Hey, come on now. We see that, right? And then women, and our foremothers and our forefathers have failed the women, so now they raise up the children like this. Right? Go ahead.
Says, read on. Slide. Damn. Read on, it says, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. The Lord standeth up to plead and standeth to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people.
And the Lord's going to enter into the ancients, right? Hey, because it was your responsibility, man.
Yeah.
It was the ancient man's responsibility to train these people up the way to go, man. Right? Even the fatherless, right? We have a responsibility, man. Right? It's not just about you and your household. It's about the nation, man. You see a kid going off and he about to rob an old lady down the street. And what a lot of our people say, it ain't my business. It is your business, man. You correct that child, right? You figure out why he's doing it, right? Teach him the right way to go.
Yeah.
So our kids don't end up as a statistic, man. Either dead or in jail, right? But our people don't, they selfish nowadays. And they don't care about the kids. They don't care about training them up. The grown adults are the kids now.
Right.
We just seen it last night. An old man with gray hairs with an old lady with gray hairs in the damn club, man. How that makes sense? Why are y'all going to the damn wheelhouse, man? And these are supposed to be examples for the kids.
All right.
You're supposed to be training the kids up the way to go. And you out here amongst the foolishness with them. Right? You too old, go home. Right? Teach them they shouldn't be out here. Yeah, it said you want to scoff at the man of the Lord. That's under half your age that's out here teaching our people how to do right. Go ahead, give me the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 64. Right? Let's see some of the charges that our forefathers gave, right? To his kids, man.
Right.
Right? And how they should go. Go right now.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse number 64. Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men.
And do what?
And show yourselves men.
And show yourselves men. Gird up your loins.
Right.
Because the Lord is going to require these things of you, man. And you got to show, you can't be out here moving in an effeminate nature, man. Right? Show yourself a man, read.
And show yourselves men in the behalf of the law.
And the what?
In the behalf of the law.
And again, that's how you're supposed to train them up. In the law, man. So that way they know how to show themselves a man. They can go back to the law and they can see that I'm supposed to lay down my life for my brother.
Right.
And when another nation does something against us, hey, that's an act of war. Our women are precious. We got to protect them. They don't go to war. You would know the order of the household. Read.
Says, read on. For by it shall ye obtain glory.
And you're going to obtain glory by these things, by keeping the law, man. You obtain glory by the law. Right? Go ahead.
And behold, I know that your brother Simon is a man of counsel. Give ear unto him always.
What did he say?
Give ear unto him always.
And it's a charge he given, man. He's setting order, hey, before he dies, man. Hey, I was giving you counsel. Hey, but my time is not, right? I'm not going to be here much longer, right? So instead of you leaning unto your own understanding, take this counsel from this wise man, Simon, right? Go ahead.
It says, and he shall be a father unto you.
He shall what?
He shall be a father unto you.
Right? Hey, because hey, you got more than just one father, man. Right? You have men that can lead you down the path, man, and act as the spiritual father. Right, read?
As for Judas Maccabees, he have been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain.
Let what?
Let him be your captain.
Hey, and you got to understand, these things are being set up. Hey, because the elder, he perceives how capable these men are, right? He's seen them from their youth on up, and he's delegating the task out for which you to follow, right? Again, so you don't got to lean on that on your own understanding and go off, right? Go ahead.
And fight the battle of the people.
And do what?
And fight the battle of the people.
No, do it for yourself.
And fight the battle of the people.
And that's what it's all about, man. It's fighting for the nation of our people, man. Raising our children up in the law and giving them these straight commandments, before it's too late. Right? Did you have something?
No.
Okay, kind of yield with that.
I'm gonna read a little bit more of that. Take also unto you all that observe the law, and avenge ye the wrong of your people.
And do what?
And avenge ye the wrong of your people.
Hey, our people don't want to do that now. Our people don't want to avenge the wrong of our people. Right? Keep going.
It says, take also unto you all that observe the law, and avenge ye the wrong of your people. Recompense fully the heathen, and take heed to the commandments of the law.
Hey, recompense fully the heathen, man. Hey, there's no slack in judgment, man. But if you don't teach your kids, like what's that saying, man? History repeats itself, man. If you don't remember the history, if you don't remember the ancient events, it's gonna repeat itself, right? You're going to go back into the same things that we've been going through. And your children are going to keep falling down that rabbit hole that they fell through. That's why you got to train that child up so he may not depart from the ways, right? And that we can get up out of here. Because if you teach a child the righteous ways to go, right, he's not going to turn back, right, and take his hand off the plow. Because it's all he knows. He doesn't know wickedness, right? He doesn't know the lust of this world. So you got to teach him that from a young age, right? But I yield with that.
I want to make a point on that too. It says, his father told them to take also unto you all that observe the law. He's telling them, hey, only surround yourself with people that keep the commandments, right? You got to be teaching your child that. Don't follow a multitude to do evil, right? Because, hey, children, man, so many temptations as a child, right? You learning new things, right? They try to push this smoking weed on you. A lot of children smoke weed now. I know a lot of brothers, and you know what I'm saying, they was young smoking weed, but hey, they young, man. Elementary school having sex, right? I mean, it's madness, man. So you want to surround yourself with people that keep the laws of the Most High. right? Give me the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, and verse number 22, right? Because if you don't correct your children, right, you just let them go off, and that judgment gonna come upon you, right? The Most High gonna require that from you, all right? Bring it up.
God's book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, and verse 22. Now Eli was very old, and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel.
Right now, Eli was a priest, man. He was a Levite, right? His sons was wicked, right? They coming up off the children of Israel, taking their damn offerings, right, for themselves, right? They popping women, right? They doing just madness, you know?
And how they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he said unto them, why do ye such things? For I heard of your evil dealings by all this people.
Right.
Nay, my sons, for it is no good report that I hear. Ye make the Lord's people transgress. Slacking. If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because the Lord would slay them.
I jumped down to the 3rd chapter. Go down to verse, I'll start at 11.
God, verse 11. 1 Samuel 3, chapter 11. Chapter 3 and verse 11. And the Lord said to Samuel, behold, I will do a thing in Israel, at which both the ears of everyone that heareth it shall tingle. In that day I will perform against Eli all the things which I have spoken concerning his house. When I began, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth.
Hey, of the iniquity which you know it, man. You knew that they was going off.
Right.
Popping the women. Right? But, hey, you didn't execute the judgment. Right? You didn't, hey, go to the law. Right? Show them, hey, you can't do this. Hey, because, hey, popping women, hey, the women what if they was married? Right? You didn't go into the law and judge the matter. You know?
Because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not.
You didn't restrain them, right? Hey, you had to shake the hand at your child, man. Hey, take them to the judges, right? What do we do with this? But you didn't restrain them. So, hey, the Lord said, hey, this judgment gonna be upon your household, right? And that's what happens, man. We don't correct your children, hey, you know what I'm saying? That judgment gonna be on you, man. The blood gonna be on your hands,
right?
So you commanded, right, to, hey, teach your children. Right, correct your children in the ways of the Most High. Give me the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 6. All right, now we're gonna get into something else, man. That a lot of, hey, this is the problem, right? With today's today's generation, man. You don't whoop your kids, man.
Right.
You don't put belt to ASS, man. Right? You don't whoop them. You spare the rod.
Right.
But when the Lord said contrary, bring it out.
God, it's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, and verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourge every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you.
He said, if you endure chastening, and the Lord deal with you, and the Lord gonna put you through it. Right? You're gonna go through hard times, tribulation, infirmities, right? And he gonna put you through it, man. He putting that belt to ass, man. Spiritually. Right? But you gotta endure those things. You don't be a damn punk, right? And you just downer now. I'm just a no good Negro, right? I'm just no good. I'm just a bad child. No, you learn through the whoopings, man.
Right.
You get right. Right, read on.
If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with his son. For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not?
Hey, what father don't chastise his son? Because if you don't, hey, it's gonna be madness, man.
Right.
Son might be borderline, hey, like I said earlier, homosexual, man. Damn sodomite.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta correct your children and not spare the rod. Right, give me that real quick. It's Iraq 30 and 1. Hey, brother's been whooped, man. Hey, and brother's good. Hey, he good, man.
Yeah.
Brother's in order. Right? And that's just, hey, brothers, hey, I know people that watching, you got some stories, man. Hey, grandma said, go get that switch. Right? I heard some stories, man. You gotta go get that switch off the tree, man. right? It's like it's madness. Hey, they was going with the scriptures, man. Cause you see how these children now they don't get whooped, right? They don't have no consequences. Right? We asked a young daughter up there, a young woman at camp. We asked her, what would happen if you don't do this X, Y, and Z? Well, nothing. Right? You at the damn school, yeah, call my mama. I don't care, she ain't gonna do nothing.
Right.
That's madness, man.
We know people.
Hey, brother was in fear and trembling when they said they finna call their parents. Damn.
You give them a fake number.
Right, you give them fake, because you know it's all hell gonna break loose when you get home, man. All hell finna break loose. Right, because, hey, we have more reverence and respect unto our parents, man. That fear of our parents, man.
Right.
Right, because we know that correction gonna come. And you gotta have that towards the Most High. You parents gotta have that towards the children, right? You gotta correct them. Don't spread a rod. Bring it out.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 1. He that loveth his son causes him oft to feel the rod.
He said you gonna cause him off to feel the rod. He gonna get it, right? Might not be the belt every time. Hey, you might get a couple taps on the side. Right? Sometimes if a child, hey, you know he did wrong, you just tap him on his hand, man. Hey, he gonna feel it, right? He gonna feel it in the spirit, right? You gotta make him off the field the ride, man. Read on.
That he may have joy of him in the end,
right? Because at the end, that son gonna be in order, man. He gonna know discipline, right? Or that daughter too. Right? You can't forget the daughters too.
That's right.
Right? We was bringing it out earlier. You gonna make him off the field the ride, because at the end, hey, he gonna understand at the end, damn, I see why he was whooping me.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna say, damn, I see why. Damn, I could have went that route. Instead he trying to sneak out, do this, do that. Right? It could have been all bad, man. Right? But you hearkened, you had the discipline, right? You understood why you were getting the whooping, right? And you move accordingly, right? But you have to make them off to feel the ride, right? Give me the book of Proverbs 13 and verse 24. Right? And it's all through the scriptures, right? The Lord said you have to whoop your children, man.
Yeah.
Right? Now you want to go overboard because it's a damn article. I'm gonna see if I can find it while you bring that out real quick. Where a woman, right? She following the Israelite, following the Bible. Let's just say she following the Bible, right? She whooped her child till he died, man. Right? Let me see if I can find that.
I'm gonna bring this out. The book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him times.
Right? If you love, you can break it down.
Time. So, hey, if you spare the rod on your kid, man, like the brother said, hey, they grow up effeminate. They grow up spoiled, man, right? Because they don't know the difference between when they're doing wrong, when they go out into the world, right? And he's gonna be like, what's that off the Boondocks? Melvin. That was a real thing. He's smoking cigarettes, right? And stealing the grandma's car because he was never chastised. So now he became the little demon even towards his parents, man. Right? And doing all manners of wickedness, because when you spare the rod, now they feel like they're God. They're immortal. You bend your knee to the child. Again, that's going back into the order of the household. You got to set that foundation, from the time that before they even come into the, be conceived, man, right? Before they come into the womb, right? You should have your house in order before you lay down with a woman. That way when your son comes, these things are easier. You had a point?
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to just bring out Proverbs 11 and 1.
Go ahead, bring it up.
A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We lords over our children. Mm-hmm. So, like the brother said, hey, you don't whoop your kids, they get to doing anything. Sometimes you gotta know that a whooping ain't enough. Sometimes you gotta look. I had to be on punishment and take a whoop.
Yeah.
Mama used to ask me, "You want a whoop to get on punishment?" I'll take a whoop. Hey, she trying to whoop my ass. She trying to whoop. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been beat with a extension cord. It just wasn't enough. Hey, but the punishment with that, I learned. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat your kids. Just beat them. They don't even know how they get beat them to death.
I was
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
make that point too.
You just gotta have a balance with the thing. You gotta be smart with it.
Yeah, 'cause
might
you don't
have-
wanna- Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say they might like this, they might like that. Hey, an ass whooping with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some kids don't even need to get
Yeah.
beat but once
Yeah.
or twice.
Yeah.
It's just you gotta be balanced with it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you know what I'm saying, I don't have a daughter yet. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing to have one soon, right? But hey, sometimes a father just, you know what I'm saying, getting loud with the daughter, the daughter just take the correction. Maybe you probably don't even have to beat them every time. But you gotta make sure they know why they getting them. Don't just whoop them and they don't know why they getting whooped. Right? Just shut up. You know, and we've been through that. Just shut up. Right? Stop crying. What you crying for? You just
Tore me up.
you just beat my ass. You gotta let them know where they went off at. Right? Hey, show them where they went off. Yeah, it's madness. Show them where they went off. Right? Hey, you might have to show them where they went off. Give them a whooping. Hey, get it back in there. Hey, get back in that thing again. Right? Hey, let them know what's going on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that they can think about, damn, I did do that. Like, damn. Right? Hey, Lord willing, they learn from that, man. You ain't gotta do it again. Right? You gotta make them off the field of ride. Give me the let me pull this account out real quick. All right, this on dailymail.co.uk. So I guess it happened in the UK. Right? It says a mother, well, her name is Christina Robinson, 30 years old. Right? Shook son Dewalane, I don't know how to say this name, Salaki. Dewalanya to death at their Durham home. It says a mother who murdered her 3-year-old son after dumping him in scalding water and hitting him with a bamboo cane so hard his blood was found on it, blaming her behavior on a YouTube religious lesson. Right? It says Robinson, a member of the extremist Black Hebrew Israelite religion, admitted hitting the little boy with a bamboo cane, but insisted she was following a Bible scripture which advised the use of the rod for the correction of children, right? So she took that, right, ran with it, right? That's why you gotta dumb it down for Jake and Eve sometimes, right? Don't beat them, right, till they just bleed like it's a damn servant, right? Right, she reading down Sirach, the 35th chapter on down, right? Be not ashamed to make the side of an evil servant bleed.
Right.
That's not what, you don't make his son bleed, man. Right? You don't even have to hit him that hard. They gonna feel it. They already crying before you even start whooping them. Right? We've been through that. The silent cry. Right? Take them 30 seconds to get it out.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to do that much, man. So like, you don't have to do that much, man. Right? Know your strength. Damn, with the damn bamboo cane. That's madness, man. You demonizing us, making us look bad because you're not following and using wisdom in the scriptures.
Right.
It's not saying kill your child, man. That's madness. Because he's dropped his damn SpaghettiOs on the carpet. Right?
Hey, make a point on that. Hey, again, the lack of fathers, man.
Yeah.
A father knows the correct punishment for a child,
Yeah.
man. He knows what's too much
Yeah.
and what's too not, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you see a lot of women that's dumping their kids in trash cans, man, because they end up dead. You're shaking them to death. I seen one. I think the lady was actually from St. Louis. She was fighting her daughter, a middle school daughter, like she was a grown woman. I'm talking about beating her, and posted the video. Because these women don't understand correction and how to treat these young women, right? Because really they hate them, right? And of course that's a curse, Deuteronomy 28:56, right? But that's the thing with the lack of fathers in the house. So he gonna tell, hey, you don't need to do all that. Like my dad, hey, he used to yell at my sister. She break down crying. She knows she messed up. I don't think my dad ever hit her, man. Right? But she knew what was wrong. Hey, you talk to her in a serious tone, man. You sit her down and let her know what's going on. Right? She's not gonna go out there and make that same mistake. And sometimes they do need a whooping. Like the brother said, you gotta have a just balance. You read something else on that?
Hey, so look, y'all was gonna say, these, hey, just gotta have control over the spirit. Even with dealing with whooping your kid, hey, if you angry,
You shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't even do
You gotta calm down.
Just wait.
Yeah.
You know, I seen a woman slap her daughter upside the eye. And I'm like, damn, you might as well close your eyes and just, you ain't even worried about what you finna hit her.
Yeah.
Like had rings.
Just,
Yeah.
just hit her. That's it.
Cause you just
Big all in her eyes. Like, damn, just hit on her butt.
Yeah.
Just anything.
You don't want to whoop them out of your anger. Yeah, like just, you know what I'm saying, get in the spirit first, calm down, right? Hey, you gonna let them know that it's coming, right? But you calm down, right? And then you whoop them accordingly, right? Don't just do it out your anger. I'm gonna kill. You're gonna beat him like a nigga off the street, right? It's madness, man, right? But I'm gonna read a little bit more on this. It's madness, because didn't I just say that you can't whoop him just because he dropped the SpaghettiOs? Well, let's see what this woman did. This is madness. Robinson told her trial she used the bamboo cane to hit her son because he was messing around with his food.
You gotta show them that cane too. That is, damn.
This is madness, man. Because he was messing around with his SpaghettiOs. That's madness, man. Right? That's
Got the blood on it.
yeah. And then it says, Salaki, madness. It says she hit him so hard that the little boy's blood and skin was found on a bamboo cane at the home she used to inflict the punishment. Right? Because he was playing with his SpaghettiOs. Right? That's madness, man. Right? So you got to use wisdom when you whooping your child. Right? Use the wisdom, right? Don't get a damn bamboo. You don't need a bamboo. I got beat with the damn the plastic bat, right? The plastic bat, the damn wiffle ball, right? You don't need to hit him with the damn bamboo, man. Right? This is madness, man.
It's not a real rod.
Yeah,
It's a figure of speech, Jake.
Confusion, right?
They ain't got the spirit to understand the scriptures, man.
You don't. You gotta make it plain, right? Hey, make them understand that, hey, why they're doing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, give them a little tap, right? And they gonna use that tap to understand, I'm not gonna do that again. I don't want to feel that again. Right? You don't beat them until they don't feel nothing ever again. Right? It's madness. Right? Give me Proverbs 19 and 18.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 18.
Right, but besides that, right, when we're gonna read, don't be soft. Say, oh, I just hate when they cry. I don't wanna beat them. All right? I don't want them to call the police. That's the problem today. I don't want them to call the police on me. All right? To hell with, hey, they gotta get it, man. Right? Bring it out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 18. Chasten thy son while there is hope.
It said, hey, like the brother was going into earlier, why it's hope. Don't wait till it's too late, right? And they damn freaking off, sneaking off with Tyrone, right? At 3 a.m,
Man.
right? Coming in high, right? With his damn affiliates, right? High and drunk, right? Don't do it while it's too late. Do it while it's still hope, right? He's still young, right? He's still soaking up wisdom and knowledge like a sponge, right? And he can learn, man. And while he's old, he gonna have peace, right? Bring it up.
And let not thy soul spare for his crime.
And don't let your soul spare for his crime, right? They gonna cry. They crying before you even whoop them, right? But you gotta let them know, hey, I'm doing this, hey, you know what I'm saying, to get you right. Show them the scriptures, right? And Lord willing, hey, they don't do it no more. His parents don't want to whoop their kids.
No.
I mean, what's the saying? This hurt me more than it hurt you.
Right.
This hurt me more than it hurt you. I know you making me do this. I don't want to do this. Right? This is we've been through this, man.
Right.
You make all right, turn around. All right? Put your hand out. All right? We've been there, man. Right? But you gotta correct them. This is what you gotta do, man. You're gonna rejoice at the end. Right? You're gonna have hope. You're gonna say, damn, look at my son, look at my daughter, right? He's an upright man, right? A virtuous woman. Right? You're gonna have joy at the end. That's what you got it, King.
God, give me the book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 6. Right? Like the brother was saying, children, they are a joy, right? They're a gift from the Lord. right? But hey, they can cause hell too,
Right.
right? And that's the whole purpose of this lesson is to avoid the hell that you can catch from a child, right? Bring that out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 6. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers.
And the glory of children are their fathers, man. Right? Again, because this is all a reflection, man. When you see the granddad, right? You see the father, right? And you see the son. That's a beautiful thing, man. You see them all in order, right? You seeing them teaching the children the way that they should go, right? Did you ever bring out the Proverbs 22 and 6? Okay, yeah. So, hey, these things, they see these things, right? You see them all in order from generation to generation. And you know that this chain link, it grows stronger the more generations go on, right? You might just have that one link, it's easy to break. Hey, but when you got 30 generations of this thing, man, hey, that's hard to break. It's hard to break a chain with 30 links on it, man.
Right.
Right? That's bound up. You got something?
Let me make a point on that. Because you got a lot of Jake, they try to, well, my grandpa, he was a rolling 60. I'm walking in his footsteps. Right? This been in the family for, hey, if you were a righteous man, hey, your children's children know that, hey, this man, he kept the law. He was upright, right? And he loved the Most High, right? And he cared for the people, right? He was out there teaching the people, right? And your children gonna want to be like you, man, right? Let me bring this quick precept out. This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 22 and verse 1. Josiah was 8 years old when he began to reign. Hey, let's just stop right. He was 8 years old when he was a king. Imagine that. You 8 years old judging matters. You sending men to war, right? You going to war yourself because the kings went out to war also, right? Right? You gotta oversee everybody in the kingdom, right? Hundreds of thousands of people, right? At 8 years old, right? And this man, he had to become a man at 8, right? Let's keep going on that. So, and he reigned 31 years in Jerusalem, right? And his mother's name was Jedediah, the daughter of Adiah of Baskat. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, and walked in all the way of David his father, and turned not aside to the right hand or to the left. So he walked in the ways of his father David. Not saying that David was his literal father, but it was his forefather, right? His great grandfather, man, right? And he walked in the ways of David, man. Because they knew how David reigned. He was a mighty man, right? He did everything that was righteous in the eyes of the Most High, right? Except for, that one account, right? But the Most High, imputed unto him righteousness, man. Because he had a pure heart towards the Lord, right? And this son man, these kings went off. Solomon went off. Josiah went off. Hezekiah went off. But it still said they did right in the eyes of the Most High. Right? Because they mind and their heart was towards the Lord. Right? They had a pure heart towards the Most High. So he imputed unto him righteousness. Right? But the point is, right, he looked up to his forefather, right, which did righteousness. Right? But that's it on that.
Yeah, because, you want to, I know as kids, man, the first man that you see that's great is your father.
Right.
Right? You look at him like, he's Superman. He can't do no wrong, right? So when your kids grow up, you don't want to be found out to be that hypocrite that they're like, damn, this was a lie.
You want to be like Cain on Menace to Society.
And now they go away and they start following something completely different because they see the true nature that you are. And everything that you teach them, they feel like it's a lie. And now they turn away from the path. You may have taught them right, but your actions weren't right. You weren't right. You got to be right as well. Like the brother brought out in that Deuteronomy 6 and 5, right? Or 6 and 7 on down. You have to be first well versed in this law, right? Did you have a point, Yaquab?
No, just on something we said.
What you go ahead.
Proverbs 13 and 22, just going into, you gonna get that?
The book of Proverbs 13 and verse 22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children, and wealth to the sinner is laid up for the just.
No deadbeat dads.
None.
Hey, matter of fact, you gotta be above that. You gotta think for the future, for your children. You know what I'm saying? That's actually raising your child up right. You know what I'm saying? Because he see you doing this, well, Dad did this, you know what I'm saying? He put all this in order, he put this in order for me. I'm gonna do this for my kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Gotta let that legacy live on, man.
I want to show this quick video. This minute, if you ain't seen this, Minute to Society, right? Like the opening scene, madness, man. Cause hey, children see what you do, man. They see how you move. Hey, you can become a hypocrite. Yeah. It's another saying that our people say that's wicked. Do what I say, but don't do what I do.
Man,
You a damn hypocrite, man.
Yeah.
No, do what I say and do what I do.
Right.
Because I'm keeping the laws of the Most High. You're supposed to be following the ways of your fathers, man. Right? This is madness.
As an electrician or a cab driver or a plumber, but his main job was selling drugs. Sometimes mom would use them all up before he could even sell them. Then he'd have to beat her up. Growing up with parents like that, I heard a lot and I saw a
You
lot.
heard a lot and saw a lot.
I caught on to the criminal life real quick. Instead of keeping me out of trouble, they turned me on to it.
See that?
Come on.
See that? He's
Come on.
seen a lot and he heard a lot.
hey, Sly,
Right?
what that precept, hey, that go into the law too. That's an inheritance too. You gotta teach that to your kids.
Right.
It's just gonna go all the way through.
It's madness.
Hey, and then do what you say. I be thinking about that sometimes. Do what I say and not what I do. They done twisted the Lord's words up.
Yeah.
So folly.
Madness, man.
Just for niggatry, man.
Niggatry. Right? That's madness. Right, but in that movie, man, he said, hey, he learned onto the criminal life fast, man. Why? Because his parents was doing it.
Yeah.
His parents was upright, keeping the commandments, right? Teaching, hey, love the Lord. That wouldn't be the life he living, man.
Right.
Also, you gotta watch who your kids around, man. Bringing around the worldly family, right? Hey, bringing around this person, that person, right? Now they picking up on this. Well, where the hell you get that from, right? Is you gotta watch who your children around, man. So, hey, Mattathias, hey, told his children, hey, get those that keep the law, right? Hey, be around those people,
Right.
all right? Give me the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, and verse 1. So you got to train up the child in the way they should go, man, right? Bring it up.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 1. Children, obey your parents.
Said what?
Children, obey your parents.
Right, children, you got to obey your parents, man. And you got to, hey, whatever they say in righteousness, and you got to do it. And you have to. That's the order of things, right? We don't.
And the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father, your father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise.
It's hey, honoring your mother and your father is the first commandment with promise. What is that talking about? Let's go to Exodus. Real quick. It's a promise with honoring your mother and your father. Exodus 20 and verse number 12.
Time. The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 12. Honor thy father and mother, that the days be long upon the land which the Lord God giveth thee.
They say if you honor your mother and your father, and your days gonna be long. That's a promise, right? You won't be cut off if you honor your mother and your father, man. All right, let's go back to Ephesians.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 2. Verse 3. That it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest live long on earth.
See, they say the same thing. That's the promise that you may live long upon the earth if you obey your parents, right? It's a law, right? We ain't gotta get it, but hey, if it's a disobedient child, and we gotta bring them to the judges, right? And they get stoned, man.
Right.
You get put to death.
Yep.
Here you are sitting up on your damn game with your feet up, eating damn hot Cheetos, right? And
You telling them what you ain't gonna do.
yeah, what you ain't gonna do. You clean it, right? You take out the trash, right? You the mighty man, right? Scoff.
Yeah.
You mighty, ain't you? Said the most people gonna be like David, right? It's madness, man. Right? You start scoffing with the scriptures on you, right? And you gotta take that child to the judges, man.
Yeah.
And you get put to death. right? But you know what I'm saying? Now we gotta be clear. You don't kill your children today, right? You gotta be clear. Cause hey, God forbid they hear this lesson, they go beat their kid with a damn bamboo stick, right? It's madness. So you gotta make it clear, right? You don't do that today, right? You don't kill your children today, man. All right, take them to the judges and we kill them, right? That's not going on, all right? Let's go back. Give me the book. Drop that. Give me the book of Sirach, chapter 3. The whole Sirach, the 30th chapter, right? If we didn't get into the whole thing, a time of fellas, right? If you want to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, train up your child, right? Directly on what to do, right? Hey, go through that whole thing, man, right? Go through Sirach 30 and 1 on down, right? Give me Sirach 3 and verse 5.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 5. Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy in his own children, and when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
Right? Hey, you can get your prayers heard, man. If you honor, it's a lot that comes with honoring your mother and your father, man. Say your days will be long, right? The Lord will hear your prayers, right? We don't.
God. He that honoreth his father shall have long life.
Jump at the 3 real quick.
Verse 3. Whoso honoreth his father maketh an atonement for his sins.
Hey, that's another one. You make atonement for your sins. Your days long on the earth. Hey, the Lord heard your prayers. Hey, it's a beautiful thing, man. Honor, it's a lot that comes with that, right? Chiefly to you children that's watching it, you teenagers, right? Hey, you get a lot of blessings from honoring your mother and your father, right? We don't.
God. And when he honoreth his mother, is as one that layeth up treasure.
Right.
Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children. And when he maketh prayer, he shall be heard.
You know?
He that honoreth his father shall have long life.
There it is again, right? 2 or 3 witnesses. You're going to have long life. You know?
And that is obedient unto the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother.
Read this right here.
He that feareth the Lord.
He that what?
He that feareth the Lord.
Right. You children fear the Lord. We don't.
Will honor his father and will do service unto his parents as to his master.
And you gonna honor your, and you fear the Lord, you're gonna do what the Lord said, which is honoring your mother and your father. You're not gonna be disobedient, right? Want to do your own thing. You're gonna follow what the Lord said, man, and take the correction, right, where it fits, right? And you're gonna do what your parents said, which is what the Lord wants you to do, man, right? Which is follow the commandments. How what you got it, King?
Con, I wanted to touch on verse 5 real quick. My father, he always used to tell me this, man. He said, I can't wait till you have kids, right? Because then you going to see, right? I ain't got kids yet, but Lord willing one day, right? He says, whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children, right? So when I heard that, man, I kind of thought of like a wicked woman is given to a wicked man, right? So if you was a wicked child, and you're going to get a wicked child back, man. And then you're going to see all the hell that your parents went through, right, what you did to them, and it's going to be returned unto you. Because that's how the Lord worked. The Lord did that with David when he went and he slept with that man. Right? What did his son do? Went and took his wife. Because that was the judgment that's supposed to come. And he's saying, hey, whatever a man soweth, that shall he reap. The Lord talks about all these things. So you being wicked, man, and you ain't repented for being a wicked child, right? Hey, just know that judgment is going to come full circle. Now your children are going to be wicked. And that might be 10 times more wicked than you were. And you're going to catch unbelievable hell. And you'll be like, I see what he was saying. And then, hey, it's going to be too late. Right? Can you give me the book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 6?
Book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse number 6. Children's. Who brought that out?
29 and 15 is like it.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
And again, that's leaning unto your own understanding. Don't leave that child to figure these things out for itself. Don't wait to get the birds and the bees conversation, man. Teach your kids these things and teach them why you're telling them certain things, right? Whether it's correction, or why you're telling them about the things in this world that they shouldn't do. Don't just tell them, don't do this, and don't do this. Explain why you're telling them not to do that. The Lord say, don't do this, and here's why. Right? And if you do this, This is the blessing that you get from it. And if you don't, this is the cursing that you get from it. Hey, children understand these things, man. Whether you believe it or not, whether you think that they don't understand nothing, they just supposed to believe whatever you say. No, man, you got to teach them, not tell them. That's why it says teach them. Bring what you got.
Con, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 30, and verse number 11. Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies.
And don't wink at it's not a game. Because a lot, they laugh when he curses.
Yeah.
They laughing at kids and they curse now. They think it's funny. Say it again, man.
Get the camera.
Yeah. I seen damn Eves, I don't know if this, I think it was in New Orleans, man. Eves was out there twerking on young kids.
Yeah.
And they recording it. They smack. Yeah. It's pedophilia, man. Hey, a man should have snatched that boy up, man. Whooped him. Damn near whooped her. Hey, cause she wrong too, man. That's a grown woman. Hey, you never too old to get a whooping, man. I'll let y'all know that now. Ain't never too old to get a whooping, right? So when you going off and doing these things, everybody need correction and reproof, man, right?
Quick point on that, because if you keep winking at their follies, they gonna think it's right.
Exactly.
They gonna think, oh well, he ain't do nothing about it. That's because that's in their mind. You know what I'm saying? They gotta that's called training. Right? Training their mind. Well, damn, every time I say that, he get on me. Well, damn, okay, it's that that's giving you this asshole. Right. It's that why he keep yapping at me. Right? That's you starting to train them on why they doing wrong. But if you keep winking at it, he'll learn. He'll learn. Right? One, you lazy. Right? One, you have no structure, man. Yeah, that's the word. Thwada. Right? No structure. Right? You don't know how to guide. That's why the first scripture we brought out. If you don't know how to rule over your house, so how you gonna rule over the church? Right? How are you gonna do these things? Right? Don't wink at the folly. Right? Hey, check it at the door. You got something?
Did we do the Psalms 94 and 12?
Live.
Go right up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastest, O Lord, and teaches him out of thy law. Hey, we are blessed to even get chastened by the Lord, just like a child is blessed to get chastened by his parent.
Right.
Because when you do something, that first time your ass could slot your life. Hey, you can be dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You learn from it, and you learn not to do it no more. Hey, that's the grace that the Lord give certain people. Hey, this is what we're supposed to do for our kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if they do it and they just keep on doing it, you end up like some of these church shooters. That's what Esau trying to get our kids to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't whoop kids, don't do all this and that. Hey, end up shooting up. Well, I don't even think we even got that spirit.
But they do it because they get bullied on for the first time. They ain't never been bullied. Man, this motherfucker, like, how do I respond? Yeah. And the only way to respond to me, I'm about to take all y'all out.
Right.
They got the death note, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you go back to that Proverbs 29? Give me verse 17.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 17. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest.
Hey, your son gonna give you rest, man. Right? Because at the end of the day, like the brother said, he gonna understand why you did these things to him and know that it made him a better man.
Right.
Right? Hey, without all the whoopings that I had, I wouldn't be the man that I am today, man. Right? I would have been soft, effeminate, coddled up under women. Hey, my father had to give me that whooping, man.
Right.
He had to not spare the rod. Right? And you may think it's a little overboard, but hey, at the end of the day, the Lord does these things, right? And we got to rejoice in it, right? Keep going down.
Kind of reading on. It says,
Keep going on 17.
Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yea, he shall give the light unto thy soul.
He shall what?
He shall give thee light unto thy soul.
He's going to give the light unto your soul. Keep going.
Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Hey, but when you don't got that vision of the law, right? When you're not keeping the law, right? People perish. You die. Because the Lord said, I set before you life and death. And that's keeping the law and not keeping the law. And if you don't teach your children that, they don't got the vision. They don't see the light. They only see death. And that's why our kids end up where? Jail, right? Or the grave. Because they don't see the light, right? But I yield with that.
Come on, we can get some, I'm gonna get one more account, then we get some closing precepts.
Come on.
Give me the book of Acts, chapter 23, and verse number 12.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 23, and verse number 12. And when it was day, certain of the Jews banded together and bound themselves under a curse, saying that they would neither eat nor drink till they had killed Paul.
So yeah, man, they conspiring against Paul, man. Put themselves under a curse, and we not eating or drinking nothing till we kill this man. Right? Jump down to verse 16.
Come on, verse 16. And when Paul's son heard of their lying in wait.
Right, you got his nephew, right? He heard that. Hold on, they trying to get right? Trying to get him. What did he do?
He went and entered into the castle and told Paul.
Right, and they called that stop snitching.
Right.
Stop snitching. Right? Hey, no man, a just child, hey, you gonna let it be known. You might got some siblings, right?
Right.
They sneaking, don't say nothing. Right? You saw the damn Rello pack. Right? Hey, no, you go snitch. Right? It's okay to tell your parents, man. Right? Because now now that blood on your hands. Right? You holding the sin. You know a brother going off, right? And you don't say nothing. Well, brother, you need to go to counsel, brother. Right? Or you give some precepts. You just let him do it. You can't wink at it, man.
Contempt a small thing.
Right? Hey, his sister's son, which is his nephew, right? And he told him what was going on. That's a just child, man. A righteous child. Hearing that these men are bounding themselves up to kill Paul. Right? I just wanted to get that quick account. Give me Proverbs 20:11. Quick account of it's okay to so-called tattletale, right? Snitch, right? In righteousness, right? Because if your siblings going off, you gotta let it be known, man, right? Might be in the congregation, and your parents might be going off. Hey, might have to tell the leader, you know what I'm saying? My dad, he going through this, he kind of dealing with this woman. That you gotta kind of let it be known, man. It is what it is, right? Because it's all of the Most High. And the Most High the Most High might be using you to shine, to bring that light forward, right? Lord, your father get right, X, Y, Z, but a righteous man, he gonna hate wickedness, right? He gonna hate it, right? So so you gotta do what you gotta do in righteousness, right? Man, that real quick.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 11. Even a child is known by his doings.
It said a child is known by his doings, right? What is he doing? Is he keeping the laws, right? You know what I'm saying? Is he an upright man, right? Is he zealous for the Most High? Does he love the feast days when he's around?
Right.
He got his headphones in all the time, right? He hated when you're at the feast days. He don't talk to nobody. Right, don't know what's going on, right? Hey, he's gonna be known by his doings, you know?
Whether his work be pure and whether it be right.
Right, whether his work be pure or whether it be right, man. Right? So you gotta train up your child in the way that he should go, right? So he don't depart from it. Right? You get some closing precepts.
Come on, I just got one. Give me the book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 1. All right. As again, man, you gotta set this order in your household. Let your children know the way that they should go, so they don't make you a laughing stock, bring shame upon the family name, right? And you're not a disgrace out here, right? You may have been the mightiest man to live, right? But your son can come and tear down your whole reputation, man. Your daughter can come and be the biggest harlot, and that's all this last name is known for now, right? Think about the future and the things that's to come for your family and for your generations. Don't be selfish. Don't be that man that doesn't teach your family and is worse than an infidel, a non-believer, as it says in 1 Timothy 5 and 8. Right? Bring that up.
It's the book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die. And he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
Hey, just like it was saying in the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 64.
Right.
You see the people that's in the spirit and they got the spirit of the Lord, man, they say the same thing. So you must follow after these things, right? Go ahead.
and keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
And do what?
And keep the charge of the Lord thy
The
God.
first thing he said, man, keep the charge of the Lord. That's first and foremost. Right, read.
To walk in his ways. To keep the statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies as it is written in the law of Moses. That thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest and whatsoever thou turnest thyself.
Hey, and if you want to prosper, man, it's all coming back to keeping this law. Don't think and don't let your kids envy the wicked, man. Right? Don't let them think that, hey, the ways out here of the wicked are what's prosperous. You got to let them know that the ways of the Lord are prosperous, even if we don't see it right now. Let them know of the things that's being stored up in the third heaven, man. Right? The things that's coming down when we get our kingdom. Right, go ahead.
That the Lord may continue his word which he spake concerning me, saying, if thy children take heed to their way.
If they what?
If they take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man on the throne of Israel.
Come on now. That's all we got to do is walk in the ways of the Lord. Train your children up. Be that example, and we would have never failed. Right? But we slipped somewhere along the line, so that's what we're teaching our people is to get back to it. Get back to the mark. Right? We're good.
Give me the book of Sirach, 27 verse 3.
God, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 27 and verse number 3. And it reads, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord.
In the what?
In the fear of the Lord.
In the what?
In the fear of the Lord.
Read.
His house shall soon be overthrown.
Right, so unless you hold yourself diligently in the fear of the Most High, right? You teaching your family, right? You correcting your son, right? Or your daughter, making them off the field of ride, right? In righteousness, right? And your house gonna be overthrown, right? And now your daughter's a whore, right? She's on down Washington and 13th, right? Gathering abroad, open her quiver to every arrow at 2 a.m., man. Walking up to men's cars, right? Or your son's on the block, right? Slanging drugs, right? Committing witchcraft, right? Being rebellious, right? And he ends up dead or in jail, right? And your wife, she's getting popped by multiple men, right? The house overthrown, man. It's madness, right? But with that, we give all praises to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach, Mamalaki Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this was edifying. Lord willing, you children, right? And you parents, they take heed to these words, right? Y'all learn, hey, what you're supposed to do according to the Most High, right? It's correcting your children, right? Lord willing, y'all have the rest of y'all Sabbath is peaceful through the Spirit, right? Lord willing, y'all continue to exhort one another, love one another, right? Continue to show fruits of the Spirit, forgiveness, repentance. You praying, you fasting, and you studying. With that, Kwam Yashab.
Kwam Yashab.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Our brother said he left.
Cool.